Okay. All right, this is such a perfect video for me to react to. I mean, I don't know how good the video is, but just from the title, Living in the Balkans sucks. I lived in the Balkans since I was 13 years old. I don't live anymore. I live in Germany now. I moved to Germany. But I think I will be able to relate to a lot of these things. I will share my input with you, being half Balkan myself. So let's go and check out this one.
This video is sponsored by War Thunder.
The Balkans.
Starts with a sponsorship. Look, I'm here. I'm from Bosnia.
You love them. I love them. Your grandma loves them. Weird internet nationalists love them. We all love them.
Oh no! See, this is me. This is what was created in 1992. 1990, actually.
You love them. I love them.
I think.
Your grandma loves them. Weird internet nationalists love them. We all love the Balkans. It's a region
You
known
do?
for great food, kind and loving people, and
Very
crimes against humanity with man-made horrors beyond Western comprehension.
Yep, that's true. That's true too.
Yet, much like an STD clinic,
sorry,
with all
it
the
was too loud.
positives, there are also the negatives. And that's precisely what we're gonna
I
talk
think
about.
number one, foreigners love Balkan countries is cheap ass food. Like, honestly, if you think about it, the best part about it is the fact that you can eat really good food, but really cheap one. Also, not only food, having a vacation there is so cheap.
About today, the worst parts about living
Alcohol is cheap
in the
too, yeah,
Balkans. As someone who has
Shopping
lived
is
here
cheap.
for over half of his life,
Listen, it's not cheap for Balkans because it's expensive for them because their wages are down, like lower. But if you're like living in Germany or anywhere else and you earn the money that a normal German would earn, then for you it would be really cheap.
I feel that it is my civil duty to explain to your feeble Western minds what it's like to live on God's chosen land. Israel doesn't have shit compared to Serbia. So without further ado, let's begin.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Corruption.
Now, one of my
Oh,
biggest
big
pet peeves
deal.
about living in the Balkans is none other than corruption.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
I know what you might say, but Janos, every country has corruption. No, shut up! The government might silence me, but you will not! No! 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 Now, while corruption isn't a part of day-to-day life like it used to be a couple of decades ago, it's still prevalent enough to be quite annoying. Politicians, teachers, police, straight white
Teachers
guys, give
Or
them
corrupt?
20 years.
He means like when, for example, you can pay a teacher to pass an exam. Yeah, it's a thing. There are universities, private universities, where all you have to do is just pay for the university and you'll pass everything. You know, but majority of these diplomas or degrees that you will get, they are not really accepted everywhere, you know, or in every country. There's a lot of, for example, in my city, there are a lot of law students who would be stuck in law, like studying in the university for 7-8 years, and they cannot pass. And then they go to a different city, to a private university, and they just complete one more year or something like that, and they finish it by paying more. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that buck will be broken. So most politicians in the Balkans still embezzle funds. So public money that was meant for schools, hospitals, roads, disappears faster than my father did when he went out for milk.
Oh, that's so true. Like, you don't know where your taxes go. They just go somewhere. And the funny thing, every 4 years there's elections and then your road gets fixed. Every 4 years there is some road in some neighbor that is getting fixed, so you can vote for that person who fixed the road. It is crazy. Alright,
Most kids will go to decrepit
then we're
schools
playing
that you will
Helldivers. I'm
think came
finished
from
now.
an,
After this
underfunded
10 minutes,
horror
I will
movie,
start gaming.
While the mayor
Sorry, I will start gaming and then you can join. I will let you know.
of the town posts pictures
Great.
on his
I will send
Instagram
someone.
of
I will
his
send Chris.
vacations from Dubai. And that's not just the case for schools, but
Wait, what did he say?
hospitals
Sorry.
Most kids will go to decrepit schools that you will think came from an underfunded horror movie, while the mayor of the town posts pictures on his Instagram of his vacations from Dubai. And that's not just the case for schools, but hospitals, police
Man, this is literally a
station from
picture of a
Dubai.
hospital
And
I
that's
went
not
to.
just the case for schools, but hospitals,
Okay, not the chairs, okay, but like the walls and the doors, like and especially the blue and green floors, they're still in public hospitals and schools.
police stations, and basically any public good funded by the government. From each according to his ability,
Looks
to
depressing. You are from Estonia. It's literally the Russian design.
each according to his need. And our politicians need a lot. The
That's
most common
Russian
kind of
architecture.
corruption is that a politician is going to hire one of his buddies to do some sort of public works that already has a company. For example, like building a road. And that would be all fine and dandy, even if they overcharged us and put the excess in their pockets. As long as you can use the roads normally. But no! Instead, you can literally tear the asphalt with your bare hands.
Pogledajte ljudi, opet kidamo rukama, a sad je jedan cenat.
do that.
Pogledajte šta radi asfalt u Banjalučkim ulicama, pogledajte. Znači ja rukom mogu da kidam asfalt, dragi ljudi.
But why is
Pogledajte,
he
evo
doing
snimke,
it?
Pogledajte Banjalučki asfalt.
And on top of that,
And it's in Banja Luka. It's like literally 3 hours away from where I used to live. Oh, brother, this is exactly
whenever they decide to build something or achieve something
Where I used to
by a
live.
specific date, they never reach it. For example, they were planning to build the Belgrade Metro since 2003, and it was expected to be finished in 2021.
Oh, sweetie, have you heard about the the highway from Tuzla to Sarajevo that they started building 10 years ago? Oh yeah, they built a bridge that not a bridge. What is it called? That you go inside the mountain and out, and it was supposed to be so long and so good. A tunnel, yeah. It ended up like just saving 10-15 minutes of a drive.
It's the middle of
In
2023
10 years.
and there has been no progress at all. And now they're saying it'll be done in 2028. And this is a wide-scale problem. All in all, Janusz no likey. But you know what Janusz always likey? War crimes.
No, yeah,
And
no,
what better
that's
way
not
to
good.
experience them than through playing War Thunder?
Oh no.
War Thunder is the
ads.
most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. Play more than 2,000 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships in dynamic combined arms PvP battles.
I understand people who never had to experience war, or their fathers or grandfathers had never to experience war. They play like war games. But why Balkans are playing war games? All you have to do is just get out of the house.
Use the Soviet T-55A to wipe your opponents from the map and impose Balkan superiority online. Every vehicle is incredibly detailed and
Just kidding,
modeled
guys.
down
We
to
don't
their
have a war
individual
anymore. A lot
components.
of people keep asking me, do you still have a war in Bosnia? No, guys. It ended in 1995, okay? There is no war. Maybe you can still see holes on buildings from shooting and stuff like that. But there is no war. It's safe. For now.
Offering a highly immersive combat experience.
On
The
hold?
collection of vehicles in War Thunder spans over 100 years of development from the 1920s to the
laughing, but I'm
present day.
crying.
And alongside that, you can customize
is on
it
hold,
to
you're
perfectly fit
right.
your true spirit.
Serbia!
Best part is, you can play it completely free on PC, Xbox Series X and S,
Nah, thank you, I'm not gonna
PlayStation
play
5, or the previous console generation. Looking for a fast action-packed match or a more realistic and tactical experience? War Thunder offers intensive PvP battles at various immersion levels for all play styles. Whichever experience you prefer, you will find it here. So go and click the link in the description and download War Thunder right now. By clicking on my link, you get a large free bonus pack including multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much more.
No,
So
thank you.
again, click the link in the
I'm
description.
not gonna skip an ad and I'm reacting to his video. Oh, economy. If you're talking about the dinar, the Serbian dinar, oh my, if you want to go to Serbia, you guys, just know that you're gonna have so much money, but no money. Like, you're gonna have so many papers of money, like thousands, millions in your hand, and they will be the equal of $10 or something. Yeah, the Serbian dinar is so bad. It is so bad.
Now, corruption is tolerable, especially if you have low expectations to begin with. But the economy, absolutely isn't.
Ja nemam para, Čevki, ja sam radnik.
It's no secret.
I love how every single Balkan guy says he doesn't have money, but every day he drinks coffee outside. Although coffee is like €1, even maybe less, 50 cents. But
the
still,
Balkans, the pay is
they have always money for a drink.
absolute shit. You literally have Ivan or Andrei basically spend 12 hours a day in the hot summer sun laying bricks on a project that was supposed to be finished 12 years ago for a pay of €400 a month and a half-eaten sandwich with no pickles. I demand
€400
pickles!
for such work?
No, this is such a Reddit moment at this
Not that bad.
Welcome to Reddit.
Balkan country.
Random equals funny. Internet 2012 XD. Of course, the salary will vary from country to country because some were more fortunate than others and were able to join the EU and improve their standard. Even
Yeah,
if you leave the
Croatia.
the Balkans will never leave you.
What do you mean? I did leave the Balkans. I'm in Germany. I don't think the Balkans still have any hold on me. I'm free.
Proportionally, still, that pay is shit. And on top of working for basically peanuts, moral work hours, non-existent. A lot of enterprise owners will sometimes expect you to work 10 to 12 hours a day, and more often than not, with no paid overtime or...
Oh my God! Why do they like this? This is the thing. Why do you allow yourself to go through that? That should not be acceptable, no matter what. I would never work for someone like that. Never.
poorly compensated overtime. And sometimes, if you strike the lottery, they won't even give you a break. And of course, the government doesn't care. They're out driving your BMWs and doing donuts on the local racetrack. However, there is one occasion under which they will get involved. And that's... In Serbia,
Taxes.
we love Christmas and New Year's. As soon as December comes around, all of Belgrade becomes decorated. Especially shops and cafes. The IRS in particular loves to help them decorate by putting up these red tapes all
I am not gonna complain about taxes. Although I don't know where my taxes are going in Bosnia. I had really cheap taxes, like 13% or something. Guys, now I pay like 30 to 40% taxes. Like in Germany. It is crazy. And evading taxes and stuff like that is a big no-no. Of course it is. This is the thing. In Bosnia, taxes are so good, especially for freelancers. I had so much more money living in Bosnia. But it wasn't really living. You can see yourself.
across their stores in the tenor of the Christmas spirit. They even give them extra vacation time this month. And all you gotta do is not pay taxes. And who wouldn't want to pay the taxes in the Balkans? The VAT is only 20%. Hell, in Hungary they love taxes so much, the VAT is 27%. We love nothing more than giving 20% of our income for basic goods such as groceries to the government. And in general, when it comes to your paycheck, usually around 40% is taxed. But you don't see that because this is the Balkans. Which again, who in their right mind would want to pay such high tax rates? And you think with the taxes being so high and the government spending so much money on luxury cars, there's bound to be some money at least left to develop our cities. And you'd be
I actually
correct.
think for everyone else it's like 19% taxes. I don't
The
think
problem is most of it goes to developing just one city, which is usually
problem.
the capital. If you
yes. This is the biggest piece of poop in the Balkans. I don't live in the capital. I didn't live in the capital. I lived in the third biggest city called Tuzla. And Sarajevo is the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Tuzla it still has a big company literally polluting the air every winter. And this company produces energy and produces heat. Guess where that energy and heat goes? Directly to Sarajevo. We don't even use it. We just use that pollution air that comes out of it. Hence, you think maybe then Sarajevo will help in a way or two with taxations or any other way to give back to Tuzla. No. They don't. They take everything and they give nothing. Nothing back.
lucky, they'll develop
We're
too.
so mad.
I
We're
swear
mad
to
at them.
God, every Balkan country can be summarized by basically being one big glamorous city surrounded by wastelands. Growing up in the Balkans, I never had to play Fallout. I lived it.
Yeah, we lived it. I know, I lived it too. But have to admit though, doesn't really matter. I had the best childhood ever.
And Because of that, everyone and their mothers, the first chance they get, they move to Germany or any other slightly
They moved to Germany. He called me out.
better country in Western Europe and work the lowest possible job, because even the worst paying job in Western Europe is still better than living in the Balkans. And the first chance they get to go on vacation, they're gonna come back in a second-hand BMW.
I'm literally going the 8th of April to Bosnia.
And then flex all the money they made
I don't
by
do that.
eating at expensive restaurants,
Nah.
drinking, and buying.
There are no expensive restaurants, sweetie, in Tuzla. For me, at least. Like even the most expensive restaurant, which is like usually you have to pay for an entrance and then the food is like really expensive, it's still cheaper than a normal restaurant in Germany. I still have it cheaper than here.
Drinks for everyone and getting manicures as if they're not working as a toilet scrubber in Dusseldorf.
I'm not though. I'm a YouTuber.
Kasamia. Another thing that really cheeses my cracker is the institutions. I've already mentioned how our schools and hospitals are on the same level at this point as Roman ruins. However, that is a sacrifice we must all take
Roman ruins
to
are
make
even
our
better.
mayors'
They're at
lives
least pretty
happy
to look
and
at.
joyful. But there is one institution that came from a special circle of hell, and that is the police.
Oh, come on. You just pay 10, 20 marks and they let you go. Like you literally give them money in their hand and they let you go. It doesn't matter how fast you were driving.
Now, I know that the police in the
And if you're a woman, you just have to give them your phone number.
West as well are in particular disliked, and me meagerly just mentioning them will cause a civil war in the comments. But when it comes to the police in America and other Western European countries, there are usually laws implemented to protect you from being harassed by the police. In the Balkans,
I never got harassed by them. I never got harassed by
there
the
is
police.
no probable cause needed for the police to stop you and search your pockets. And God forbid they find anything in those pockets, because they're gonna take you to the nearest police station, beat you with wet towels because they don't leave bruises, until you drop a name of that someone who gave you that something.
Dude, what kind of crime are you messed with? Like that? I never
There
heard
is
of that.
absolutely no accountability at all. I swear to God. When I lived in Belgrade for 3 years, at one point I used to be stopped by the police at minimum 2 times a week. And I would be searched for no reason. I would just be walking and going to a cafe.
Maybe you associated yourself with people who were criminals without even knowing, you know.
Or just for a regular walk. And this wasn't in a ghetto such as Borča or New Belgrade, but literally in the center. And as soon as they'd see me, Dobar dan, ličnu kartu molim.
Brato, ne znam ja šta ti
I mean, even if he's asking for the ID, that's not a problem. You just give them your ID, you did nothing wrong, and you move on.
mi treba sve, davaj, all, sve od podataka.
And then I'd just be patted down. Alongside that, the general bureaucracy is also a product from Satan himself. If you want to do anything in the Balkans,
like that
anything
everywhere,
at all,
guys.
be
Don't be
prepared
scared.
to do a shit ton of paperwork and apply
Oh, yeah.
for every possible license under the sun and pay a shit ton of fees. When you finally gather all the papers that you need to file your
Paperology.
paperwork,
They don't know what electricity is. The institutions, the public institutions still uses papers and faxes and stuff like that. They don't know what a computer is. You know, like they use the shittiest computer. They have nothing on record. And for them to get any info that you ask for, you need to wait so long, call them so many times, push them over and over and over, and sometimes they just give up. And you give up. You don't know who's giving up first. They still fax shit. I'm telling you, you guys. I needed so many documents to move to Germany for the visa and stuff. I needed 1 year to just complete all of these documentations. 1 year to get everything.
the office, you will be greeted by this creature we call a
And I had to buy so many candy and coffee and drinks for all the employees because corruption is a thing. And if you want to get things done, you have to give them a gift and then you will get things done. Without a gift, you don't get anything done.
shalterusha. A shalterusha is usually a middle-aged woman with a short curly-haired hairstyle similar to the genus of the North American.
I bought these women so many stuff. I had to pay so much.
Karen, they usually weigh somewhere between 70 to 90 kilos, and they will usually be found at any bureaucratic office. Their
Exactly.
primary goal in life is to be passive-aggressive to you and then
Exactly.
tell you after 3 hours of waiting in line that you're missing a paper to file your paperwork.
Exactly.
And then send you back out to get it, and then wait again for 3
Exactly.
hours. Last but not least, we have,
Wir leben in einer Gesellschaft.
as a whole, I love Balkan
He forgot to mention that you can just skip all of that by buy them a gift. You just buy them a gift. Does he not know about that?
society. That's why I moved back here from the West. I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. But by God, does it have some annoying aspects to it. Chances
Shit, bad song. But society, in my opinion, it was really awesome. People and like, yeah, like every person, like you always can get into trouble and get some nasty people in your life. But overall, I think Balkans are one of the best people because they really give a lot. They will give you so much and they will welcome you so easily and they will give you genuine advice and they will be there to help you out. Like that is, I never felt more welcome, not in Jordan, not in Germany, as much as I felt welcome in Balkan, in Tuzla. So that's one thing.
are, if you live anywhere that's not the capital or the second biggest city in your country, you are gonna know everyone and everyone is gonna know you.
Oh yeah, I
You
knew
cannot
everyone.
fart in a
I lived
Balkan
in a, like, it was 170,000 people there. And I played in theater as an amateur actress, and every play that I did had around 600 people watching. And we did around 30 plays in one summer. That summer, I walk out in the city, everybody's calling me Tinkerbell. I was Tinkerbell in Peter Pan musical. And everybody was like, oh, it's Tinkerbell. Oh, it's Tinkerbell. Like, everybody knew me. Everybody knew me. One time I ended up on the local news. It's still on YouTube. The video, you know, guys, what video I'm talking about. And all the older people who watch these local news knew about me as well. Oh, it's that girl, Sarah, you know, the artist, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they knew who I was. Like, there's a lot of people who knew who I am in Tuzla. But it's not that fun. Like, it's not that fun, because a lot of times I just want to get out of the house looking like shit. And you can't. Not in a Balkan country. Women can't look like shit in a Balkan country.
town without the neighbors knowing the smell, texture, and taste of your fart and whether or not it was indeed a fart or you're just lying to yourself. And the worst perpetrator of this are the grandmas who sit in front of their yards in plastic chairs in the street.
Look, even Emily's typing in the chat. Yeah, we know who you are. You're even younger. I feel like now generation not, but a couple of years ago when that happened, when I was like, I would say 5 to 10 years ago, that was the time.
Watching your every single
Now
move
I don't
and
think
then
so.
reporting with a 10-page written essay, double-spaced, to the other grandmas in the same street on what you did, and that inevitably reaching your parents.
Yeah, you actually don't need a surveillance camera. You just have the women on
Another
the
annoying aspect of Balkan society is
windows.
unironic nationalism and drunk uncles continually perpetrating it. As soon as the Palinka comes out, you know damn well that
Rock,
things
yeah.
are about to get political.
Yeah. Oh my God. Favorite topics: politics, children, politics, sports.
And for the next 2 hours, the family gathering is going to become worse than a brown shirt rally, as all the men in the broader family are going to start discussing how the neighboring countries are and the Jews, Gypsies, and especially the Hungarians are. And what's funny is that
I actually didn't hear anything about the Jews. We have a really low percentage of Jews living in Bosnia. I really don't think they had to say a lot, unless they're maybe older people that I didn't engage with. But the people they trash talk about are usually Serbia and Croatia, Croatian people and Serbian, even though a lot of those are their friends. And when they go to Belgrade or Serbia or whatever, they go and meet them and go for coffee with them or whatever, and they're awesome. But overall, they will like trash talk each other. Yeah, because these three countries hate each other.
this stuff is usually said by the guys who didn't even finish high school and have went outside of their village maybe 3 times in the past 5 years.
Well, Balkan
2 of those
nations
times
try to-
was
yeah,
to a
it's
neighboring
normal,
town
it's
to buy
cultural
a
now.
second-hand catalyzer. Alongside this, these people will also complain how bad of a state the country is in, how there's trash all over the streets, how the politicians are so corrupt, how no one's doing their job correctly, as they continue to basically litter the streets, bribe the teachers so their child passes 9th grade, and continually vote for Fidesz.
You have to bribe to survive, brother.
In conclusion, the Balkans are great, and whoever tells you otherwise is a traitor to the motherland. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and
I'm not a traitor. I do genuinely think that the Balkans are great for visiting, for checking out all the natural places, beautiful locations for tourism, engaging maybe with people on a basic level, you know, like I think that is completely fine. But if you look to live there, to do business there, to raise children there, I do not advise you to do that. And that's actually the biggest reason I moved to Germany. In Germany, I'm way poorer than I was ever in Bosnia. I had the freedom in Bosnia when it comes to my income. I felt like I'm not rich, but like at least I felt I can afford everything I wanted. Then I came to Germany and I understood how tough life can be in Germany. I missed my family. I missed the society. I don't know the language. I feel so out of place here. But yet still, 100% I would not change my opinion and my choices, because I know when it comes to medical issues, when it comes to political issues, when it comes to raising children in this country, I am way better. Way better. And I had so many medical issues since I came here. And I've been treated like a princess. Only one time I had really bad experience. But other than that, like a princess, everything was done very well. It was expensive as hell, but it was done very well. Some people might say, okay, you could have done private stuff in Bosnia as well and would be done very well. Yeah, that's true, but not, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it's on the same level. Germany is for a reason a better country. Like everybody says that. Yeah. But still, go visit Bosnia. It's really beautiful. I visit it all the time. It's a really beautiful country. It's the country with the most number of waterfalls in whole Europe. The nature is so beautiful. Unfortunately, you cannot go walking or hiking on any mountain you want, because there are still mines from the war and you can go poof and die. But there are a lot of safe places that you can walk. All you have to do is just evade any places with a dangerous red skull on them. Yeah, that's all.